You serious?
Yep, it's Marcus Bronzy here.
And it's Nick Bry.
And this is how to kill an hour. There's plenty of ways to kill some time out there. Right now, you're killing some time with us.
I mean, it's like the best way to kill time, to be honest. If you're killing time any other way, it's dead.
Think about it though, it's quite... I mean, we're here to find ways for you to kill time. We wade through the shit and bring the good stuff, because there's nothing worse than trying a new thing and feeling like it's a waste of time. Because I think when I'm old, on my deathbed, I'm going to look back at all these fucking things that I tried that were a waste of time, and I'm going to be proper pissed off. But we're trying to stop that.
Shit.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm just getting my Kit Kat out.
It's alright.
Sponsored by Kit Kat. Sponsored by Kit Kat. No, it's actually not. It's really not. I mean, if Kit Kat do want to throw some sponsorship at us, I'm genuinely eating one. That's a real Kit Kat.
Well, it's good to know that Kit Kat can still be used in UK porn, because you're not allowed to have more than 4 fingers in somebody if these new porn laws go through. UK porn laws. Yeah. We spoke about it in a previous episode actually. Yeah, there's going to be loads of UK porn laws that are coming out. No female ejaculation.
Why?
No spanking or anything if it leaves marks, because they want to control our porn.
Bullshit, man. That's the kind of porn I want.
After 2016, the year we had, we all just want to knock one out and relax.
Like
regulation.
Do they think we want to watch? Hold up. This we need to talk about. Do they think that we want to watch regular sex like what we have with our girlfriends already? No.
No way.
I want to watch shit that my girlfriend don't let me do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Don't want to. Oh, look, they're doing a bit of missionary there. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Oh, he said he loved her.
Oh,
yeah.
That's really got me. That
yeah.
Bullshit. I want to see the spankage.
Yeah.
I want to see the squirtage.
Yeah, squirtage.
Sorry, I'm eating my Kit Kat. It sounds even more disgusting talking about squirtage.
But yeah, we're not going to see that, man. Like, apparently, apparently they're trying to pass laws to put regulations on UK porn and what we can consume.
Everyone loves a squirter as well.
I think it's quite a liberating thing. Yeah, gone are the days of it being taboo. Yeah, we like a good old squirtage,
mate. When you just get blasted, super soaker. You get me?
I'm just reading an article about the Nvidia Shield, which we're about to talk about. First line: Nvidia made a splash at CE 2017.
I bet Nvidia will be over the moon that their episode of How to Kill an Hour is topped by us talking about UK porn laws.
Who else can segue female ejaculation into the latest streaming technology?
Well, let me tell you this: if you do like streaming your porn, then the Nvidia Shield is a fantastic device to do it on.
And let's be honest, we all watch porn via streaming now. If you buy DVDs, well, you're either very old, and I'm not going to disrespect you. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But let's say 99% of people are streaming their porn.
Some people listening to this might still buy magazines.
Oh, what a waste. What a waste.
Top shelf magazines. They're covered up now, innit, in the UK. Yeah, I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world, but in the UK, if you go to any like newsagents or like magazine stand and they sell porno mags, the porno magazines, the like pictures are covered up. The only thing that you can see is the name of the magazine. You can't see it's like greyed out on the front.
Yeah, like Razzle. Razzle. All right, quick one before we get into this. My mate from uni once got pissed, went to the shop on the way home, woke up the next day and saw like a can of Coke, cool, packet of crisps, cool, and then like a 60 and up magazine, which is a magazine of birds grannies that are 60 years and older,
gilfs.
And we find that quite funny as students to find out that when he's drunk he fancies a bit of 60 plus.
Do you know what the maddest thing about that is, or the most embarrassing thing about that is? If it was the local shop that you guys frequented a lot whilst at uni, boss man knows that you're like, you're some granny snatching fucking, I don't know, gilf hunter.
He lived above the shop. I can't lie. Shout out to Luke. Yeah,
that is so peak, isn't it? Like, like even taking that magazine to the counter, like, just like, can you imagine what the dude's thinking?
Well, he was drunk, so he probably slapped it down like he fucking knew what he was doing.
Wrong and strong.
Packet of crisp, drink, and just went, how much, condoms, boss man? Yeah. Cream, hand cream, Vaseline. Give me some Vaseline right now, boss man. So the Nvidia Shield, the first version of the Nvidia Shield dropped just over a year ago, or a year and a half, and it is a streaming device. And it streams content like Netflix. It streams content like porn, as we've just said. Also, you can stream games direct from Nvidia servers. So what that means is it's a small console in your house, and you don't ever have to physically get games or even download them, because they are ready to play off the servers. That was the big thing about the Nvidia Shield. I enjoyed it. I've got an original Shield. We even gave one away on the show, actually, as a big Christmas bundle. Now Nvidia have hit us with the Shield 2, the new Nvidia Shield, but let's call it the Shield 2 for
argument's
all
sake,
intents and purposes. And yeah, man, it seems like they've given it a good old overhaul. But because the insides of the first one were really good, they're very good. I mean, you got HDMI output, you got great connectivity, had a couple of USB ports on it, you could plug in your hard drive, so you can use it as a media center,
which is good.
It's great. So if you use something called Plex, which kind of turns your house or turns your device into a media streaming unit, you could have a Plex app on your phone and stream from your Nvidia Shield in another part of the house.
It's like you could have stuff on your hard drive which is connected to the Nvidia Shield, and
watch it anywhere.
Yeah, you could watch it on your phone, which is cool.
Yeah, anywhere in the world. So that's sick. So the big thing that stood out for us when we got when I got close to the box is it's a lot smaller. Apparently, it's 40% smaller, the box itself, which I didn't think they really needed to do that, because it's not a big device anyway.
But the Pro version's a bit bigger, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what could we compare it to size-wise?
Size-wise, maybe. Do you remember? This might be taking it old school, and people might not remember. Do you remember the PlayStation 2 Slim?
Yes.
I reckon it is about that size.
What can we do that's a bit more generic? I think it's like getting 2 pieces of toast. Yeah. Cutting one in half, not triangle top, and using that 1.5 pieces of toast. It's a bit smaller than that, and a bit thicker than that.
Yeah,
is that a good size? Unless you have massive toast in your house.
It depends what toast you're getting. I mean, man. You know, like
imagine I can't use a shoebox if we've got different sized feet. What else can we use this as like a standard? What's a horror? All right, an iPhone 7 Plus.
I would say.
iPad Mini.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah,
or maybe even a regular sized iPad. It's between a mini and a regular sized iPad, I would say.
Yeah. It's still quite thin. So it's like 40% the size. Still got that kind of wedge-like vibe to it.
We spent a lot of time trying to explain how big it was.
Though. It's important. It's important. People are like, "Nah, I'm looking at my toast," and you're so wrong. But yeah, it's got all of the great sort of innards in it. The innards of it haven't really been spruced up that much, but like I said, not really necessary. One thing they have changed is the control pad.
Yep.
Which we got our hands on that. Xbox One-esque control pad.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Like, apart from they've managed to make the control pad lighter, and they've managed to cram in 2 rumble packs into the control pad. So you do really get a feel of the games that you may be playing. Do you know what I mean? Because they did show us they were streaming some games direct from the Nvidia servers.
Yep.
And they were streaming in, I think it was 1080p.
1080p 60 frames, they're saying.
And it was
crisp.
Do you know what I mean? It was almost like they were playing. In fact, it was totally like they were playing a disc.
Yeah,
you know, on a PlayStation or an Xbox or whatever.
Yeah, man, and it's great. Like if there's a game update, you ain't got to worry about it. I do like that about the Shield though. Like there's no physical buying and stuff. It's
well, they made a really good point. You know what I mean? When we were talking to the guys in there, because we took the time out to ask a few questions when we were there, and one of the things that we asked was that. Are they trying to compete against the likes of PlayStation and against the likes of Xbox? And are those guys looking at Nvidia going, the fuck are these guys doing? Are they trying to are they trying to muscle in on it? And they said, look, you've only got to look at the music industry and the film industry where basically the future is now, and now is streaming. And in video games, it hasn't quite gone 100% streaming yet. I know in other industries it's not quite 100% either, but you get what I mean. Nowadays, everyone's got Apple Music or everyone's got Spotify. Like, if you don't, I don't know how you're keeping up with new music. It must be costing you a bomb.
Yeah, it's long.
Because I just pay 10 quid a month and I've got whatever I want.
Exactly.
Musically.
Yeah.
And then I think with video, it's even more so. Netflix is so normal now. Like, it's even got its own saying, Netflix and chill, which basically means come round and have sex with me. Like, it's become so normal. Do you know what I mean? Amazon Prime, there's other services as well.
Yeah, Amazon Prime and chill ain't got the same ring to it, has it?
They don't quite have the same, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Amazon Prime and dine?
Yeah. Do you want to come around mine? An Amazon Prime.
Right, do you want to come round mine for an Amazon Prime? Yes! Yeah,
had a little 1-2 rhyme,
but or easy, but like Nick, sorry, you're saying it's like integrated this way
so
into
basically they turned around and said, look, video games are the next thing which is going to go in terms of becoming standard to stream them, and I agree. Like, why are we still going out? No offense to all the shops out there which still sell physical games. Why the flipping hell are we all going out to buy games?
And why spend time downloading a 80 gigabyte game or a 20 gigabyte game or whatever? When you can just stream it straight away, no long thing. And like we were just saying, not only do you stream it, and you don't have to physically have something or download something, you stream it and you're not losing quality at all. It looked amazing. It looked really good, and they're saying some games you get better visuals off them than a PS4. They were saying, like, for example, we played The Division. And that was interesting. And in terms of hardware, again, though, Nick, they're saying you can get 60 hours out of the control pad, which is the new control pad, which is a lot longer than the last one. That's a good old gaming sesh.
Which is rechargeable, isn't it?
Yeah, with a little micro USB.
It comes with a standard remote as well, which the Shield 1 didn't come with.
Yes,
you had to pay extra for that. The only thing that people were questioning is that why can't you recharge the secondary controller that comes with it, as in like the remote control, not the controller, sorry. The controller you can recharge, the remote control you can't recharge. But they turned around and said the battery life on it lasts a year. You can put batteries in it and it will work for a year. So
change it to a little button battery you pop in and you're good to go.
Battery type thing, isn't it? They're like flat batteries.
Yeah, that's sick. I mean, and the other control pad, the other remote, you did have to charge it up, which is a bit. People aren't really used to charging remotes. Control pads, they're like, standard.
because you just plug it in when you're done with it, innit? But charging a remote is a little bit weird.
Exactly. So that's the one thing about the device. Great streaming movies, streaming games. All right, fuck it, porn as well, right? We've said it, right? As well as that, they showed us about something which isn't quite ready yet. So it's not ready yet, but they showed us the possibilities of the integration of the new Shield with Google Assistant.
Yeah,
that, Nick, that was exciting shit, though, bro.
That's like, I feel like that's where this is really gonna win, because now, how many people listening to this have got devices in their home which are controlled by your smartphone, or whether it's like Sonos bar connected to your TV or Sonos sound system in your house. You might have Philips Hue light bulbs. You might have a smart kettle. There's so many different things which you can connect, appliances now which you can connect to your home network. And one of the things that they showed us, because, admittedly, myself and Marcus were a little bit late to get to the event, but one of the first things they were demonstrating when we got there was the way it can control your smart home. So some of the commands are really amazing, like, because it's not like you don't have to say, okay, Google, turn on my kettle now. It was just like you can have a stock phrase which Google can work out. You want everything turned on or off at once. You know what I mean? So one of the things that he said, he walked in here, he was like, okay, Google, I'm home or whatever. And then it turned the kettle, the lights, and what was the other thing?
You can set it to do music or film. So
the heating.
The heating, that's
so it was the kettle, the lights, and the heating all turned on.
Integrated with the Nest, So, yes, it was exciting a year ago to go, Google, find me a movie from 1970s. It's got Roger Moore in it. Yeah, that's cool. But talking about this smart home potential, when they're partnering up With smart things, that's it, smart things. So what that does is, by partnering up with smart things, it means, like Nick said, you can have a kettle by, let's for argument's sake say Russell Hobbs kettle. You can have, you got the Philips Hue lights, haven't you?
Yeah,
Philips Hue lights, which are smart lights, which you can, and use an app with them currently.
Yeah, I use the Hue app.
The Hue app, and then you've got, like you said, a Nest. But with this, with working with smart things, and he showed us this dongle that cost 20 quid, didn't he? That you plug in, and that makes it, that gives you the smart home connectivity. You can now connect up all these devices. That's the thing. It's all right getting all of these different things, but for you to have an app for your lights, something for your kettle, something to affect your to work with your Nest, that kind of makes it still a bit of a clunky situation.
Yeah,
but like you said, if you go, "Hey Google, I'm home now," and it works on all of these things, that's time-saving shit.
Yeah, all the shit turned on. Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't even know if we can talk about this, so if we can't, you can cut it out. But like we are.
He
showed us a prototype of basically they're just microphones, really, plug-in microphones, but they're listening devices. Is how he put them, I believe, and it's basically pretty much you plug it in anywhere in your home and they all talk to each other. So you can have more than one. So say if you've got your Shield connected to your TV in your living room, you could then in your bedroom plug in one of these microphones. You could then plug in one in your kitchen. You could plug in one in your, I mean, I don't know how posh you are, you might have a drawing room, do you know what I mean? Like, you could just plug them in, and he even said, say if you've got a big living room, you could plug one in on one side of the living room and one in on the other side of the living room, and if you say, "Hey Google, turn off the light," it will only turn the light off in the side of the living room you're on.
That's wicked.
Because it can hear where you are, because they all communicate with each other.
Yeah. Or if I am in my boardroom planning my next move, I can say, "Right, Google, turn off the lights in here," and it will turn off the lights in this room, or turn off the lights in the bathroom, turn off the lights in the bathroom. And that's another thing with the smart home connectivity. Unless you have an app which you're specifically telling to turn off lights in certain places, it's not been as easy to create these zones in your house until now, and without having to specify a zone. So like Nick said, you could be in a room and say, "Can we have have the lights turned up in this room, or can we play music," or something like that. And I think that's great, man, because in an interactive home, I don't want to be in one room and someone else is in another room and they turn the lights off in my fucking room.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they're called Spots, the Nvidia Spots.
Right. He showed us a prototype.
Yeah, we saw very close to finished prototype, and that's promising.
Yeah,
that's very promising.
Like, really exciting, because that will open up a world of opportunity for them.
Yeah. Well, you've got the Philips Hue lights, you've got a Shield.
Yeah.
So when that does come into play, I'd love to know how that goes on.
Yeah. I've also got a Sonos bar as well, but I've only got the bar which is connected to my TV as it stands at the moment. I don't have speakers in other rooms. Yeah. I do plan on doing that, but it's a bit pricey, ain't
it? That was a hint.
Yeah,
that was a hint for Nick Bright.
Come on, man. Come on.
Over to Nick Bright.
Yeah, How to Kill an Hour, man.
Yeah, kill some time.
Promoing you here, man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, price points looking at a couple $100. A little bit less in English pounds because of Brexit.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, thoughts on it, Nick? I mean, is this something that you're like, yeah, you like it? Because there's a lot of interactive stuff out there. There's a lot of smart home kit out there. Is this something you can see you integrating with ease into your smart setup, which is growing bit by bit?
I think so, because again, the guys, when we were at the event, the guys were saying that, like, the way they see it, they want this to be the standalone device next to your TV. So it's like they want to eradicate having a console there. They want to eradicate having, you know, a DVD player or whatever, if anyone still has those. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Yeah. They want this to be the standalone device which is next to your TV. Maybe alongside a Skybox or something like that, because at the moment, like, you know, if you want to watch like live TV, there are ways to do it, but legitimately probably not. So we can't encourage you to do that, but
download the official Sky app.
Exactly.
To your Shield.
That's the only way that we can encourage you to do things. So, but I think that there's like real potential in this. It's early days. Like, you know, it's a shame that on the day they only had a prototype of the
spot.
Yeah, of the spot, because I'd like to see those in action, because I feel like that could be a real game changer.
Yeah, that could be a clincher, man. Because you know, get a packer though. It's just it seems like an easy way to set up a smart home.
Like proper easy, because like you said, at the moment it's like they're all from different bloody manufacturers.
Yeah,
you'll have Sonos for your sound, Philips Hue for your lights, Hive for your heating, or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's like you have to keep going into different apps to control. If you can just do one thing, say one thing, not even do one thing, just walk into your yard and say, I'm home, which is exactly what he did. He said, hey Google, I'm home, and then it all just turned on. And then he turned it all off by saying, okay Google, I'm leaving, and then it all just turned off. It's
That's
like sick.
Yeah. Hey Google, pussy time.
Yeah. Porn. Softcore though. I mean, if the new laws come in.
Yeah, no. Hey, Google, can you play some porn which has less than 5 fingers, because I'm in England right now.
Yeah. Hey Google, can you get me some American porn? Yeah. That's what we'll be doing in the future.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll be having to use bloody VPNs.
Yeah, VPNs
to watch American porn.
To get that ejaculatory fix. Standard. Plus it's pushing out 4K. Which is great as well. So in terms of moving forward, it's going to have the quality, whatever you're streaming. I mean, like I said, I like it. It looks good. It's a small device. The connectivity's great. And it feels like it doesn't mess with your current setup. Yeah. Like you've got your shit set in your house. It's not like you now have to get Nvidia light bulbs.
Yeah,
Nvidia
kettle. Exactly. That's really important.
Yeah.
Like, because like I said, you don't want to start fucking around having to replace all the stuff you've got already, costing you more money. Do you know what I mean? It just talks to the stuff you already have. Yeah,
that's what you want. So yeah, hopefully when these smart home features come out, that'll be something that's a real clinch for the Nvidia Shield.
I honestly feel like stuff like this, I could blow my parents' minds with it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because even though, you know, we all know about smart kettles and stuff like that, you know, it's not even that much of a wow thing when you think about it, because it's quite easy. It just connects to your Wi-Fi and then you go bang and then the kettle turns on. But to someone like my parents' generation, I would love to have my whole house just rigged up to this system and just stroll into the yard and say, hey Google, I'm home, and then there's like my parents just see everything go click 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 click. They'll be like, what the fuck is this voodoo?
But next one will be, I'm home with my parents.
With my parents. No American porn.
So that'd be good, man. And you know what, you've actually just made me think about it as well. Like if you do set it up right, and I ain't calling our parents old fogies, but for people that have got disabilities or people with like in terms of access, you can actually apply this, like you know, to people that can't, you know, get around as easily. Like it would be great to know that you can put the kettle on without having to get up and stand there next to it if you have trouble standing.
Like it's actually a really interesting point. Like I feel like that there is real potential for them in the disability market, because we're always looking at ways to make people's lives easier. And I actually watched this news piece the other day about this. It's basically just like a helper dog. So it's like it's a Labrador. For some reason, like all kind of helper dogs are normally Labradors.
Great dogs for it. They're like the perfect dogs.
It's interesting though, because they're not the most intelligent dogs.
No, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Sheepdogs are really clever, aren't they?
Yeah. So Border Collies are really clever. The most intelligent dog is a poodle. Believe it or not. Yeah. It's the most intelligent dog. And like I know it's true, because I got 2 sausage dogs and they're not that intelligent. But like we took one of them to puppy training classes. I'll get back to my story in a minute. We took one of them to puppy training classes, and there was a puppy, miniature poodle puppy there, and it just got everything like straight away. Whereas like there was this Great Dane in there, and the Great Dane was a puppy, but it was still fucking wedge, because obviously Great Danes are massive. But it was just so fucking dumb. Like it was the dumbest dog in the class. Like it couldn't do anything. It couldn't walk in a straight line. It was just like hounding around everywhere. Like it was mad dumb.
It's a little bit embarrassing if your dog's the dumbest dog in the class, isn't it?
Like the guy just couldn't control it. I was like, this dog's too big. Like it's humongous, like a horse.
So poodles are the nerds of dogs.
Yeah. Apparently they're the most intelligent dogs. But yeah, so I watched this piece about the helper dog, who basically just he helped this woman who was in a wheelchair. She kind of just needed help getting around and stuff like that, so the dog would kind of do things for her. But obviously this would be a really big help for people like her. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you still have the dog because as it stands at the moment, we don't have the technology to go and pick up letters that have come through the letterbox and stuff like that. But maybe in the future. But like
soon.
Yeah. But it'd be really nice to see. I mean, I'm actually genuinely interested to see or to hear how this can help people in that area.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like we said, things around the house, heating, devices, appliances, stuff like that, you know, or you could have reminders,
Just
verbal reminders, shopping,
everything.
You know, I know,
turning the lights on and off, turning the TV on and off, just because, you know, who's to say that, like, we lose the remote all the time, you know what I mean? Like, so say if you're a disabled person and you lose the remote, you don't know where it is.
Message Nick. Yeah, tell him I need some help because, you know, my leg's a bit sore today.
Everything.
Tell him it's not urgent, but when he gets here after work, could he come and see me? Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And yeah, we always on this show we're always talking about wicked gaming, having a laugh of it, looking cool. But there are actually applications to stuff like this, which like it's a good point, Nick. Like I'd really like to see how that happens in the future. Maybe if they make it easy enough for us to set up like this, why wouldn't we put this in our parents' house?
What it is we need a few more, and this obviously isn't in Nvidia's job. We need a few more smart appliances. I know they're slowly but surely more and more appliances are becoming smart, but we need more. What
would you want? Go on, let's wrap it on this. What would you like as a smart appliance that doesn't exist at the moment?
It's hard, isn't it? Because it's like, I know you can already get smart washing machines and stuff like that. But the thing is, the thing that I don't get with a smart washing machine is you still got to load it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So just like if you're loading it, you might as well turn it on when you're standing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a bit of a novelty. But things like kettle, that's sick. You got smart coffee machines now as well,
that's
right?
The one,
but again, the only thing with coffee machines is again, it's another one for me. Like especially if it's a pod coffee machine. If it's pod coffees, you got to go there to put the pod in anyway. So surely you're just longing the experience a little bit more by having to then go, right, make my coffee now, please. Like you're there anyway. You might as well press a button.
You still have to get up and pour it, but I have saved a few minutes by boiling a kettle from across the room.
Like, but saving time. Yeah, like.
But you want the coffee delivered. That's what you're saying, basically.
I'll tell you what I'd like.
A drone inside.
Inside. I don't know if this exists already. It might well do, or it might not because of safety or whatever. But I would like a smart shower.
Okay, how smart in what way?
You could turn it on remotely.
Oh, so it warms up before you get to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, in the morning, when it's fucking freezing, because we live in England, it's always fucking freezing. Like, you go in the bathroom after getting up, way before you really want to get up. You're freezing your arse off, and you're standing there just waiting for the water to get hot. Like the shower's running and you're just like, come on, you bastard. Like you could like imagine if you could just be still in your toasty bed. You're lying there in bed, the alarm's gone off. You're like, oh shit, I don't want to get up. But okay, Google, stick the shower on. Bosh, shower's on. You're just there, like, this is all right. You know
walk into that steamy bathroom, that warm steam.
It's already good to go. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. All right.
Well, have we got? What about front doors? Things like that. It might be a bit of a security risk.
I've seen there's security systems which allow you to lock, but none that allow you to unlock.
Right. Okay.
For obvious safety reasons at the moment.
We need to think of something and just become rich. We're giving away all our secrets here.
Yeah.
Next week, someone's going to have a smart shower and I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be going, what the fuck? Like, I said that on How to Kill an Hour and some motherfuckers just copied me.
I think there's something to be said with the laundry. We need something. Maybe a laundry bot outside your room. You fill it up and it just can make its way to the bathroom.
But that's next level now, isn't it? We're talking like robots living in your yard. I think we're a bit of a way off for that at the moment. iRobot.
Right, I'll behave myself then. But right, we need to wrap this one out because I know you've got a busy day. But thanks very much for that, Nick, man. And that's a great couple of ways we've been killing some time. We've got some other stuff that we've got coming up, some experiences.
Yeah.
And some gaming stuff coming up on How to Kill an Hour, which we can't wait to tell you about. Well, I'm excited about it anyway. You, Nick?
I'm always excited about it.
Oh, cheers,
like, come on.
Cool. Well, I've been Marcus Bronzy.
I've been Nick Bright.
What's your Twitter again, Nick Bright?
It's at Nick Bright DJ. That's me on everything. So come follow the wave.
That's right. I'm at Marcus Bronzy. Bronzy is how you spell the Bronzy. And yeah, thank you for killing some time with us. Don't forget, there's always links to stuff we talk about in the show in the show description if you want to read about it on our website, howtokillanhour.com/blog, or even get your hands on it. Cheers. Plenty of ways to kill some time out there. Thank you for killing some time with us.